Bwana, Tanzania imewaka moto tena. After the recent elections, Human Rights Watch has stepped in and said enough is enough, accusing the government of using brutal force against protesters who dared to question the results. The streets of Dar es Salaam, Arusha, and Mwanza, all filled with tension, tear gas, and anger hotter than the coastal sun. People are asking, je, hii ndio demokrasia tulioahidiwa? Today on Global Pulse News, we're breaking down this whole saga. The disputed election, the crackdown, the reactions, and what it really means for Tanzania's future. Let's dive first Firi because hii habari ni kali sana. So, first let's start at the beginning, the elections. The ruling party claimed a big victory, bigger than anyone expected. But the opposition shouted, Hapana, this one is not fair. Reports say opposition leaders were harassed, rallies blocked, and results announced faster than a daladala rush hour. Human Rights Watch says the election lacked transparency, and even international observers were shocked. Eish, when results look too good, you know something ain't right, my friend. Within hours, protests broke out like wildfire. Ordinary citizens demanding answers, chanting, Tunataka haki. And that's when things took a darker turn. But if you think the protests were big, wait till you hear how authorities responded. Fact 2, hapa ndipo mambo yalichafuka kabisa. Wow, Fact 2 brings the real action, the crackdown. Security forces went full throttle. Tear gas, rubber bullets, even live rounds. Imagine. Witnesses told Human Rights Watch that police were beating people senseless, dragging them off the streets, and loading them into trucks like criminals. The government said they were restoring order, but what kind of order leaves blood on the tarmac? The internet went off too. Boom! Blackout. That's like cutting the radio when the music just started. Communication gone, voices silenced, chaos everywhere. For many Tanzanians, this wasn't security, it was fear in uniform. Sasa, this story didn't stay inside Tanzania's borders. The whole world started talking, and that's where we move next. Fact 3. Fact 3? International fire. Human Rights Watch didn't mince words. They said Tanzanian authorities must stop using lethal force and face accountability. The UN raised eyebrows, and even neighboring countries whispered, hey, Tanzania imepotea wapi? The African Union called for calm, but activists shouted louder. You see, once you mess with democracy, the world watches. Investors panic, embassies issue warnings, and suddenly your peaceful nation tag is gone. Tanzania's image took a dent and people online kept posting, this is not the Tanzania we love. For a country once seen as stable, this is not a good look, bana. Transition. But forget the politics for a second. Let's talk about the people, the real victims, the ones caught in the middle. That's where Fact 4 comes in. Fact 4 hits the heart, my friend. Behind every protest headline, a mama is crying, a youth is missing, a street vendor is losing business. Reports say hospitals are filled up, bodies unclaimed, and families searching for loved ones. It's not just politics, it's pain. Imagine working all day just to buy food, and boom, you find yourself dodging bullets. This is why Human Rights Watch keeps shouting, not for power, but for people. And here's the sad truth. When citizens fear their own government, the dream of uhuru, our freedom, starts fading slowly into dust. But wait, all hope is not lost. Fact 5 will show you why Tanzania's story might just turn around. Now, Fact 5 is where we lift the mood, bana. Despite all this chaos, Tanzanians haven't lost their spirit. From activists demanding justice, to church leaders calling for peace, to young people posting Tanzania tunaiweza, hope is alive. Human Rights Watch says the world must keep watching because silence kills faster than bullets. What happens next will define Tanzania's legacy. Will the government open investigations or keep denying? Will justice come or will fear win again? Tough questions. But one thing is sure. Tanzanians are strong and their voice, once awakened, cannot be silenced again. Wow, what a story. From elections to tear gas to international outcry, Tanzania is standing at a crossroads. So tell us in the comments, my friend, What do you think should happen next? Should leaders face accountability, or is it all politics as usual? Drop your thoughts below. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss bold African stories like this from at Global Pulse News. Also, show some love to our family channels, Starring Kids and at Raymafatima. Let's grow together, stay informed, and keep speaking truth, Tanzania style.